As cyber attack continues to evolve rapidly, especially in a nation where our young generation are being tagged as fraudulent or associated to cybercrime, example Yahoo Boys, one particular question stands out among others, which is how can we strengthen the resilience of cybersecurity? To answer this particular question, Tech Passion TV is live at the ISC2 2024 conference to lead the charge on cybersecurity.
You're not just waiting, sitting down waiting for you to be attacked and you are reacting, but you are proactively looking at the indicators of compromise within the system to understand, okay, what's really going on. Are they trying to attack me? Are there indicators of a future attack? And you're trying to proactively mitigate them, identify them within the environment.
This year's ISC2 conference, in partnership with Technology, provides a comprehensive and forward-thinking platform for cybersecurity professionals to explore the intersection of innovation and security.
Part of our goals for this particular year's conference is for organizations to be able to proactively engage cybersecurity attackers. First, by fortifying themselves, improving their current cybersecurity posture, and then deciding to engage attackers. Proactively engage attackers.
Assessing the current state of cybersecurity in Nigeria compared to other regions, the panelists had a variety of perspectives to share.
In Nigeria, I think we're doing we are doing quite well because naturally Nigerians are always very well talented, and across the world we are actually pulling our weights. All right, internally in country, there's a lot that's been done, and we have not taken the back seat. We are really doing, and if you give it some time, we will also be sharing the front seats with other advanced countries.
More and more people are coming to appreciate the topic of cybersecurity. And ISC2 is also doing a whole lot. There are quite a number of programs that ISC2 has championed within the year that help people to provide more appreciation about the topic. When you walk the street of Lagos or the street of Nigeria, in at least 4 or 5 out of 10 people you ask questions about cyber, right, will tell you that they know a thing about cyber.
While rating the level of cyber awareness, the speakers also share knowledge on improving cybersecurity education across the country.
It's just spreading out, constant engagement, going everywhere to carry out this awareness. So those are some of the things also that we can do, bringing it to the doorsteps of individuals, not just organizations, right? And of course also supporting organizations that drives security within their space.
When it comes to awareness and cyber education, it's something that is a continuous exercise. You can never overdo it because threat landscape also is changing on a daily basis. So the skill or the tactics of yesterday and the way to combat it might be different from the tactics of today and the way to also combat it. So you will continue to evolve with various approaches, techniques of conducting cyber awareness, cyber education.
Founder and managing partner Atlas One, Mr. Michael Chowie, addresses the concerns surrounding AI's potential to replace cybersecurity professionals.
There's no need to really have this fear. There's no way we can really eliminate fear of that, right? So I don't think that AI is going to be replacing people's jobs. It's not going to take away anyone's jobs, right? It's going to make our lives actually a lot easier with the automation and simplification of a lot of our day-to-day tasks. So I would say if there is concern, if you're in a position and AI products are starting to come into play and you have this concern of, okay, is my job secure? Best advice I can give anybody like that, figure out what AI is not doing for you today and learn how you can upskill on that area, and then also learn how to work with AI.
Speaking on the involvement and inclusion of women in the fight against cyber attacks, Group Chief Information Security Officer Dr. Favour Femi-Oyewole stresses the need for professional development.
When it comes to women inclusion in cyber security, it's really not about gender, it's about what you're bringing to the table. Do you have the requisite skill? Do you have the experience? Do you have what it takes to work in that space? And are you resilient enough to give yourself to continuous learning? Because when it comes to cybersecurity, there's need for continuous learning. There's need for you to understand the threat landscape and what is expected to do, to mitigate against such risk.
The issue of young Nigerians being stereotyped as primarily involved in fraudulent activities, often referred to as Yahoo boys, was also discussed.
Many of these are our young ones. Well, I say they have been brainwashed or they don't understand. Some of those skills can actually be harnessed to do great things in our country. And that is one so many groups are already trying to harvest all these, young ones and re-engineer their mind, retweak them, reset their brain, if I have to put it that way, so that all those little things, knowledge that the thing that they have, they can actually use it to create things that can make them a better person.
In order to channel the effort toward the right direction, we need to catch them young, right? And in catching them young, we need to introduce cyber to them. And it becomes because what happens is the first thing they appreciate, they run with it. If it's fraud that they encounter first, they run with it. If we begin to bring in cyber education to them, right, they will begin to appreciate the topic of cyber, and they will begin to see that they can actually develop a lifelong skill in cybersecurity as against fraud.
Attendees are not left out as they express their enthusiasm for this year's conference.
This is an opportunity for me to network and meet like-minded individuals and our potential clients and customers at an event like this, as well as understand the trends and the areas of interest by those in the cybersecurity. Actually, I've been quite pleased to see that the leaders certainly in the banks who have spoken so far are quite knowledgeable, very experienced, and they definitely know their onions. I don't see any difference with them compared to the CISOs I've worked in international businesses. So I feel like ultimately Nigeria is on the right path. It has the right leadership, and it's surely just a matter of time before other people catch up.
The discussions and the quality of information is exactly why I thought I should be here and delivered. I mean, we had top-notch information from leading authorities in the industry, very practical knowledge, relevant to not just what is happening, but what I do at my job. And I had the chance to mix with CISOs and other top-level executives in the IT and information security field. I feel alone sometimes, and it's good to come to top-level events like this, where you find out that you are not dealing with challenges alone. Other people are going through the same things. It's nice to be able to leverage the experiences other organizations have and to take working strategies and implement, knowing that I'm not going to test, I'm just going to implement what has already worked somewhere.
Now we have to be as fast as the attackers. We have to be able to anticipate where the attacks are going to come from. We have to ask ourselves, what I keep asking myself, what do they want? The bottom line for most attackers, at least in Africa, is always money.
With this great number of cybersecurity professionals, key stakeholders, and thought leaders all addressing the issues of cybersecurity and also paving the way for advancement in the industry, we can hopefully look forward to winning the fight against cyber attacks. Now, do not fold your hands and watch all of these things pass by. As an individual or an organization, join the movement and lead the charge. My name is Gabriella Michael, reporting for Tech Pressure.